the 8th solar plane of the Lord Rahaal, Archangel Raphael, the Numhiam solar plane, white flecked blue ray and silver, the Lucanic medical ray. Today I will give you a short description of the 8th solar plane, the Numhiam plane of my beloved brother Rahaal, who is known to you all as Raphael, he who controls the Lucanic medical ray for God. Could you walk into the chief city of the Numhiam plane, named Rahaal, it would appear to you as a tremendous departmental hospital. And it is in this great hospital that all experiments take place for healing the inhabitants of yours and other planets. The beings are androgynous, as are the children. All are a little taller than those of some of the other solar planes, standing about 12 feet in height. When working, they wear a type of overall, blue in color, and on the head of each one, saving their greater depth, a blue cap is worn which covers the whole head, having 2 apertures for the eyes. This is necessary for protection when carrying out experiments. A perfume permeates the 8th solar plane which is unlike any other perfume on the solar planet. It is bitter but intensely sweet and possesses a curious medical smell due to the testing out of things medical, because you must remember, all things in connection with the medical and surgical needs are, after testing to the uttermost, sent to the planets when they are directly transmitted by inspired thought through spirit, and into the human mind from the Numhiam plane. Not, however, before the results of these great experiments are reduced, in the understanding relative to the planes of spirit and right down to the level of the human mind encased in flesh. Thus, do you get a glimpse of the great work which the beings of Numhiam do under their great Lord Rahaal, for God. This great ray is one of the busiest rays for good in the service of God. The buildings on this plane are round, constructed of an opaque blue-white flecked stone, the color of the great Lucanic medical ray. The great temple is roofless, and there are no interior pillars. The stone of worship is placed in the center, and upon that stone of worship lies a certain object which is not found in any of the other solar planes. It is a book with names inscribed in the letters of solar understanding, of all the suffering planets of God. Yours is on it, and the Numhiams refer to it each day for particular attention. The earth has a star of amethyst against its name which indicates that it is receiving direct inspiration from the solar plane of Rahaal. The color of this plane varies slightly from a deep blue to pale delphinium blue, and overall is a silvery sheen of the cloaking of love from the great ray of love of Josiah's. There is multicolored bird life too, and the vegetation and trees are blue. The leaves of the trees are large and spatula-like in shape as the sycamore tree of earth. The trees provide the aromatic gums for Rahaal's work. There is healing in the perfumed incense used. The androgynous beings in the 8th solar plane are all medically trained under their Lord for God. There is no speech as you know it. Thought speech is used for communicating, neither is there any singing. The organ in the great temple is a deep-toned instrument, of a sweet velvety depth of healing quality and harmony. Few high notes are used. Labor for God is the chief life interest of these beings. From the head of Rahaal are born the experiments, but first through God, and Rahaal places these thought conceptions in the laboratories for examination, and as I said before, reducing them for the needs of man, all of which requires the most minute working out by those with great medical knowledge in the Numhiam solar plane. In terms of your time, a portion of 2 days of the week are given over for the temple rites, the first and last portion of the day. These rites are preceded by organ music. Rahaal stands upon the stone of worship, which is raised 8 steps above the floor level. Then the great service begins, all standing around listening to the strains of the great organ, and thanking God for the privilege of working for him. So life on this Numhiam solar plane of the Lucanic ray is quiet, peaceful, though very busy. There are no startling events to record. Around the walls of the temple are hung great jars of flowers, 12 feet apart, in such a riotous mass of color, all colors, not confined to 2 or 3. The ceremonial dress of Rahaal is of a deep blue, edged with silver and suspended from the shoulders. That great Lord of love, that great brother of mine, is directly responsible for all the wondrous gifts of mercy given to the hospitals of your earth, done for and through love for his adored God.